Hello, everyone. I'm Eri Yoshimura. First and foremost, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to the organizers of this summit, especially Dr. Chris Chesky, for this wonderful opportunity to share my story with you today. I'm here to talk about my experiences as a graduate student at the University of North Texas, and to introduce the ergonomically modified keyboard along with my research I've conducted during my time there. But before diving into that, I'd like to begin with a bit of my background. Growing up in Japan as a pianist was far from easy. In the traditional piano world, the teacher held absolute authority. You have to follow every instruction meticulously, or you face failure, rejection, or even dismissal. My piano lessons often felt more like physical endurance training than artistic expression. Painful finger exercises using fishing weights and wooden boards designed to stretch my finger span were routine. The pain was so intense that tears became a common part of my practice. And for a long time, I didn't even like the piano. Things changed when I moved to the United States for graduate studies. While my experience in Japan had shifted my focus away from piano performance to music education, becoming a piano major at the University of North Texas was daunting. It felt almost impossible. But my piano professor, Dr. Pamela Meeple, was the rock I needed. She guided me through technical challenges, pushed me to grow mentally, and supported me when life felt overwhelming. Her compassion shone brightest when I lost my mother to cancer. In that dark time, she ensured that I stayed grounded and healthy, mentally and emotionally, and I will always be grateful for her. UNT offered a graduate program called Music and Medicine, which became a turning point in my life. Until then, I had resigned myself to the idea that my small hands were an insurmountable disadvantage, just a fact that I had to accept and live with as a pianist. But the program introduced me to the ergonomically modified keyboard with narrower keys, perfectly tailored to fit my hands. For the first time, playing the piano felt comfortable and natural. As part of the music and medicine program at UNT, I was given countless valuable opportunities, which I will discuss soon. I feel fortunate to have been at the right place at the right time, studying music and medicine under the guidance of Dr. Chris Chesky. Both Dr. Chesky and Dr. Paul helped me flourish, not just as a pianist, but as a researcher and an educator. This type of inclusive and total musician health education is something I strongly believe should be available in every university worldwide. Now, let me give you a quick overview of my involvement in the music and medicine program. It all started with scientific research to collect data from 35 piano major students and from 47 piano teachers, and from more than 300 college students who took the undergraduate class called Occupational Health, Lessons from Music. I was also given the opportunity to teach that course. And from 30 classical and jazz pianists. Then I completed coursework in statistics and applied correlation and regression analysis to examine the data. The analyzed data was published in academic journals about piano-related pain among piano major students and piano teachers and medical problems of performing artists, and about hearing health among college students, about the application of an ergonomically modified keyboard. Then I had the opportunities to present my research findings at conferences internationally. PAMA Symposium in Aspen, Colorado, European Piano Teachers Association Conference in Novi Sad, Serbia, Royal Northern College of Music Conference in Manchester, UK. Now, I would like to talk in more detail about the ergonomically modified keyboard. What we have here on the stage is DS 5.5 keyboard action inserted into Yamaha C7X grand piano. It's fairly easy to swap over. This keyboard action was kindly loaned to the summit by the DS Standard Foundation, which was established as a nonprofit corporation in Pennsylvania 2018, led by Mr. David Steinbuller, who also has been the main manufacturer of this type of keyboard for many years in the US. They currently produce and offer two types of stretto, narrow keyboard for adults. What I used for my DMA recital at UNT was DS 6.0 keyboard, performing the complete Debussy 24th Preludes, marking its concert premiere in the US. By naming the keyboard according to the size of octave, such as DS 6.5, 6.0, and 5.5, the aim is to move away from the one-size-fits-all tradition, which is 6.5, by the way. This innovative approach sets a global standard for ergonomically modified keyboards, and eventually it will become normal to have access to these various sized keyboards wherever you perform, as it was more common among pianists in the 18th and 19th century. To raise awareness of the possibilities for modified keyboards, the organization called PASK, Pianists for Alternatively Sized Keyboards, has developed an extensive and informative website. This resource highlights that over 30 university and music institutions across North America and Europe have incorporated the 6.0 or 5.5 keyboard into their programs. The future of the modified keyboard is promising as more and more manufacturers are willing to make alternatively sized keyboards, including digital keyboard makers, and more media stories are circulating. Most recently, last month, there was coverage about the Van Cliburn piano competition that has given the gold medals to only 2 women in the past, arguing they should offer competitors the alternatively sized keyboards. I should also mention the news coverage from last year about Sirius 6.0 movement, which is a forward-thinking initiative based on at the State University of Music and Performing Arts in Stuttgart, Germany, that focuses on developing and promoting the 6.0 keyboard. Given the global movement, the benefits of using an ergonomically modified keyboard should be evident to all. But I've prepared a few slides with my research data After all, a picture is worth 1,000 words. You will see these images while I'm performing a piece called Widmung by Schumann Liszt. You're looking at the last few pages of the piece, and highlighted chords are the ones I can play on this DS 5.5 keyboard without rolling or leaving out any notes, but not on the 6.5 keyboard. Just for your information, for almost 2 months, I didn't have access to the DS 5.5 keyboard, so I was practicing on 6.5 instead. I'm hoping to show you that it's not that difficult to adapt the size difference. Hope you enjoy.